And guys, to continue with comics that I'm reading that I don't think that I would recommend uh, is issue number 2 of Silver Surfer, the Silver Surfer miniseries. Um, Now that's a cool cover. That's a very interesting cover, right, guys? Um, and if you see the word Surfer No More. For all those that didn't I tried not to spoil the cliffhanger for the first issue, but there's going to be a little bit of spoilers in this one, and I apologize for that. But um, let's put it like this: Surfer has been humbled by the High Evolutionary, and when I mean that, I mean is that the High Evolutionary stole the Surfer's abilities, made him Norrin Rad again at the end of the first issue. He lost his powers, he got shot, he was bleeding, he was nearly dying, he was dying. And in this issue, we really get to see Norrin again coping with that, what has been taken away from him. You know what I'm saying? So he's now in custody of human authority, basically. And when we see Norrin, he's really, he's out of focus. He's really nonchalant about everything. He's almost in a state of shock. Basically, he can't believe that he can feel, he can breathe. He feels hunger again. Things that he didn't feel when he was the Surfer. All that was gone. We get a little tidbit and a little bit of a flashback of when Norrin agreed to be Galactus's herald. You see Shalaba there, in there, and it was really, really interesting to see. One of my favorite scenes was where he was envisioning. Excuse me. When he was envisioning Shalaba, him kissing Shalaba, and he accidentally starts to kiss the woman that was helping him out, named Shalabel. Excuse me. No. She's a member of this organization that is based on the borderline of Mexico and the U.S. I'm forgetting her name right now. Sorry about that. But still, I am definitely going to say Greg Pak is doing a great job writing Surfer. And once again, I keep saying it. Surfer is a very hard character to write, but he still writes him very, very unique. And the fact that Surfer was hurt, he's shot, he's still healing, and usually that wouldn't faze him. A bullet wouldn't faze him. He would heal from it or something like that. While now that he's Norrin, he's really like hurt. He can feel pain again, and this is almost like new to him again, all new. The woman who helped him basically gives him a bottle of water. He drinks it, but it's almost like he starts choking, and he even turns like, "What is this?" And she was like, "It's water," because he never felt that way again. He never had to eat, or breathe when he was Surfer. But now it's all basically, it's a race against time now for Norrin to gain his powers back from the High Evolutionary, because it seems that the High Evolutionary wants to end, wants the legacy of Galactus, wants the power of Galactus or so for his own ends, and we get to see that can Norrin prove himself without his powers, and that's a good thing. That's a good sign. I like stories like that where characters had these godlike powers in the beginning, but almost they go back to basics. And that's what we see in this issue. We see Norrin going back to basics, trying to stop the High Evolutionary from causing destruction, causing damage whatsoever. Like I said, this issue is still being written by Greg Pak. The artist on this is named Harvey Harvey Tolabao. Very decent artwork, still decent. Story was driven by Greg Pak. Very, very, very good. But yeah, like I said, this issue I had to spoil a little bit for you because I mean the cover says it all. But if you haven't picked up the first issue and you're trying to get back into Surfer, this is something to pick up. Pick it up, check it out. You'll like what Greg Pak is doing with the Surfer in this. Once again, hopefully this will be another push for Marvel to pretty much give Surfer a new ongoing series instead of just a limited series. But this is only of 4 issues. It's only going to be a 4-issue limited series, but I can't wait to issue number 3 and see how Norrin gets his powers back from the High Evolutionary and so forth and so forth. But other than that, guys, you tell me if you read it. Tell me what you thought of this issue. If not, I recommend it. You'll like it. You'll like it. If you're a fan of Greg Pak, if you loved his work on World War Hulk and, Planet Hulk, things like that, you're going to like what he's doing with Surfer. And that's all I got to say about that. So other than that, guys, you take care. And I'll see you around.